Hey guys, so this is going to be a video about something quite personal to me that I feel like really needs to be talked about. Just in general in society, I think just we do really need to talk about this more, and that's kind of mental health, anxiety, depression, kind of those kind of subjects. So I have suffered really badly with anxiety. I've suffered with depression before, and I've suffered really badly with panic attacks. And all of those things combined are really, 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 really hard to deal with. And I kind of wanted to tell you kind of how I found it, kind of things that really, really helped me, and also treatments that I've had that I've found really helpful or I haven't found really helpful, and also self-help things. So I have found personally self-help things have really, 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 really helped me. So if they've helped me, maybe some of you it may help you. So first of all, if anyone has ever had panic attacks before, they're really, really, really crippling. I used to get them really badly, probably about 3 years ago now. Um, they're just awful. I felt like I got to the point where I didn't really want to go out. I was scared that I would have a panic attack. I remember once I had one on the underground, and I just remember being in, I think it was Liverpool Street Station in central London, and I was like hysterically crying after it. I was by myself. It was really, really, really horrible. So that's something that really affected me. From that, I have had several different kinds of therapies, also to do with depression, as I suffered from that as well. I've also, throughout my 20s, suffered really badly with anxiety. That's something a lot of people suffer with, pretty much. Like so many people that I know, friends of friends, all have dealt with some form of anxiety in their life. I find that a really common problem and issue to have. And you know, you're not alone. So many people deal with it, have it, and it's just about finding the right balance in your life, and kind of, you know, either having therapies or kind of self-help is a really good way of dealing with it. So the therapies that I've had counselling before, I've had hypnotherapy before, I've had, what else have I had? I've had group work before, I've been on medication before. So being really honest with you, they're the therapies that I have had. Medication, I was on medication for about a year, and that was for depression. That I am in two minds about. I think if you get to that point when you do need to be on medication, do be on medication. If a doctor has said that you need to do that, definitely do that. I found the coming off it extremely hard. It's really, really, I found it really hard. The tiredness is like no tiredness I'd ever felt before. And, you know, with all those kind of medications, it's really kind of numbing how you felt. So when you come off it, all of that stuff is still there, so you do still need to deal with it. I have found counselling amazing. I think just talking to someone professional is so, so, so good. You know, some people, like just talking with friends or family members, that's great, but they have that kind of, you have that personal connection with them. So talking to someone that you don't know at all is just absolutely amazing. And obviously, you know, they're professional as well, so the advice they give is so useful. So I had counselling, private counselling, for maybe about 6 months, and honestly that did me the world of good. So if anyone is kind of thinking about it, I would really, really go for it. It's so great having that time. I mean, whether you're doing it weekly, 2 weekly, once a month, having that time in the day where you're just talking about you and about how you feel. It's so difficult in kind of everyday life to just talk about yourself or about something that's bothering you, because no one ever really has enough time. Um, you're either at work, you're then at home, and kind of, really talking about how you feel. It's difficult to find time in the day to do that. So having that set specific time, I found really, 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 really helpful. So that was great. I've also had group work before, to do with kind of anxiety. That was okay. I feel like I didn't find it kind of as helpful as maybe one-on-one. But anything where just anxiety, it's such a difficult thing to get over. I'm still very anxious. I still kind of fall into old patterns. If I'm ever really tired, if I'm run down, I find that my anxiety levels really shoot up, and I can always see myself kind of falling back into kind of old ways. So you just need to be very aware, just very aware of yourself, and kind of how you're feeling. So things that I would do to help that. So you've really got to find things in your life that you love doing. That has literally changed my outlook and has changed how I am and how I deal with things. So I love art, absolutely love art, and I think anyone that's kind of maybe been following me for quite a while knows that I studied illustration at uni, and kind of art is my thing, that's my outlet. And I had stopped drawing for quite a while, kind of just got caught up in life, got caught up in work, got caught up in everything, and that really just, I don't know, I just seemed to fall out of the flow of drawing. So I actually started a life drawing class, maybe about at the beginning of the year. And that really boosted my confidence back into drawing, and that kind of started the ball rolling again. Now I find drawing is like the only thing that I do, and I literally don't think of anything else. I just draw and that's it. So if you can find something that you're that passionate about, or that you really love doing, that just switches you off, that is like one of the best things to do. I'm not thinking, I'm not worrying. If I'm really overly anxious and I start drawing, it calms me down. So kind of all things just kind of self-help is just brilliant. So I do that. I also do yoga. Yoga is great for calming the body down, just calming just everything about you down. It's so, so good. So I've probably been doing yoga for maybe 2 years now. I also go running. That I find really, again, just you get in the zone in running, and again, you're not really thinking about anything, so that just really calms you down too. So yeah, just find something that you really, really love doing and just go for it. I mean, you need to make time in the day for yourself. Just living on kind of the edge, on adrenaline all the time, that is not kind of the way to go if you want to overcome kind of anxiety or stress or anything. You need balance. Balance is so key. It's the key to happiness. It's the key to just being you, and just really like finding just, I don't know, more about yourself and kind of who you are as a person. And you need balance in your life. That's totally what I've realised that I need, and now I really, really have that, and that kind of just keeps me ticking, and I'm happy, and I couldn't recommend kind of that anymore to someone. So other little things that I think really, really help me too, they're just available. I think you can get them kind of pretty much anywhere now, any kind of pharmacy, and that's the back rescue remedy. This stuff's amazing. I use it if I feel really, really overly anxious. If I'm ever flying, I get really nervous when I fly. This stuff's great. So it's basically like a little pipette. It's like flower remedy. This stuff is brilliant. You know, to be honest, I think some things like this have a bit of a placebo effect on me. If I know in my head, right, I'm taking something now that's going to calm me down, it calms me down. So that's great. I also get these as well. They're like they're almost like soothers, but they're like back rescue remedy ones. And again, they have stuff in that just kind of can calm you down, so that's brilliant. Also, like essential oils like lavender, kind of just smells like that, are really good at like kind of just calming you down, and they're really good as well. So also certain, as I just said, certain smells calm you down as well. So I've got, my mum actually got me this this really funny aromatherapy spray. So it's called Spray the Bitch Away. It's by a mate called Frankie and Mirth. So this she actually got from America. I'm not sure if it's available in the UK, but it's basically when you're irritated, pissed off, annoyed, tired, peeved, frustrated, and enraged, with overall a bad attitude, just smell this, breathe it in, and it calms you down. And honestly, this smells amazing. So it's got things in it like lavender, bergamot, geranium, frankincense, myrrh, coconut oil, vitamin E, rosemary. So just this smell. Oh, it's just so relaxing. So yeah, so kind of all I'd really recommend is just finding what works for you. If anyone wants me to talk about anything more in greater detail, please leave a comment under this video. I just wanted to be really honest with you and frank, because I just feel like not enough people talk about kind of mental health, and you know, when you're going through a really bad time, you can feel really, really alone, and you're not alone, because there's so many other people that are going through a similar thing. You've just got to find that kind of strength in yourself, find things that you love doing, just be really proactive, surround yourself with kind of a good core group of friends as well. Yeah, that would be my advice. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all soon. Thanks.